From PorcioTopVelocity.net, going to do a biomechanical analysis here of Gabriel. So coming out of leg lift, he sits pretty early. So you can see Gabriel, it kind of stalls you out. So if we go down too hard and we're not moving forward, we get to peak flexion of the drive leg, but the shin of the drive leg is not linear. It's not pointing towards the target. So now we have to, because we hit the end of the flexion or of the squat, now we have to kind of hold in that position as we fall forward, as opposed to moving forward and down at the same rate. So then when your shin gets linear right here, you haven't started driving yet. And you can see you've been driving at this point. You're already extending. Your front foot is wide opening. So we're going into drive and opening early, and that's just killing power. And a lot of your power is misdirected. A lot of that drive is launching you up as opposed to taking you still forward and down and into that front leg. So when you hit front foot, you're able to get your hips open, which is good, and shoulders close. So there is some hip to shoulder separation here. If we look at the biomechanical or the kinematic sequence, we have foot plant, which is the first line here, maximum external rotation, ball release. So if we look at the foot plant, you can see your pelvis rotation is faster than your trunk rotation. So that's good. Not many guys are able to get the hips peaking. So that's a good habit to have. It's just there's not a lot of power there. The pelvis at 300 to 400 degrees per second, not a lot of power. So that's where moving more forward down the same rate, getting linear at the time of peak flexion, so you can peak forces and then drive. You'll get a lot more power through rotation. So, and then you can see pelvis or trunk rotation kicks in about here, and really slows down hard into maximum external rotation. It's slowing down a little early, so it starts to slow down about right here, probably in the process of like right here is where it's slowing down. So we're running out of energy. Once again, when that energy is kind of misdirected and you open early, you're killing a lot of that ground force energy. You're also misdirecting it. A lot of it's going vertical as opposed to forward or more linear. We can also see in the angles of the trunk and legs, this is front foot strike right here. This is maximum external rotation. This is pitch release. You can see in the trunk flexion, it doesn't really start to go forward until after release. We start to see it go up at that point. Okay, so you're at maximum external rotation, your trunk flexion is minus, so you're actually pretty much vertical here. Then at pitch release, which is about right here, your trunk flexion is showing still back due to your how upright even your front leg is. So the high velocity pitchers are able to, even at maximum external rotation here, to get to a plus 45 degrees forward with the trunk. And that's really the key here, because the trunk drives 86% of the energy that's in the ball comes from the trunk. So it's really important that we get the trunk launching, moving forward, pushing out over the front leg. And you can see you're not doing that at all. And it goes back to what drives the trunk, and what drives the trunk is the legs. So going back to how we load that back leg, not flying open because you sat down too hard and didn't move forward and get your shin linear just before opening front foot, so you could then drive to power the opening of your front foot with a more linear drive. And then you'd hit front foot, you'd have more power through hip rotation, more peaking momentum, and then that would carry your trunk farther forward into release. I mean, as far as your timing of breaking your hands, cocking your arm, even keeping your glove side from tucking early, then from letting your hip lead your trunk at landing to optimize separation, your arm laying back on for your timing is really good. It's just not dynamic. It's not explosive. The only issue where the timing would be off would be when you opened your front leg. So That was the one major problem with your timing is you opened the front leg too early. You didn't keep the position of moving forward down the same rate. And all that would have helped you put more energy through the kinetic chain. And when we know there's a lot of energy going through the kinetic chain, the trunk pushes forward. When we see someone having very poor energy coming through the kinetic chain, the trunk stays more vertical, which we're seeing here. So that's your big priority right now, is getting, improving these mechanics, getting more explosive through your leg drives, getting more power up your body into the ball. And that's when you'll start making big gains in velocity.